If you're looking to take advantage of the warm, sunny weather and use that positive energy to make positive changes in your business, I can tell you one thing, and that's that you are doing so much better than a large number of business owners who are choosing to spend the summer hanging out, relaxing, hoping for better days ahead in the fall and winter. And listen, I'm a big proponent of rest and relaxation. So if that is what your body and your business is craving right now, I believe that is truly a productive use of your time and of the summer. But if you're someone like me who is looking to use some of this time to be productive, then I've got a couple of ideas for you. Actually, I've got several ideas for you for how to take advantage of the summertime, how to take advantage of any slow time in your business. And we're going to start with tip number one. So, if you're like me and you are a content creator, you work with brands, this one is really, really important. I noticed right away, as soon as the last quarter ended, my email inbox was blowing up with brand deal invitations. And I don't know what it is about the second half of the year exactly. I don't know if brands just unlock new budget or they just kind of start to freak out a little bit about, the year ahead, the rest of the year, their budgets, their campaigns. But brand deals start to get really serious on this back half of the year. And something that I find to be really helpful is spending the summertime when, again, a lot of people are away, a lot of people are taking time off, meaning your competition, other creators, and pitching to brands. Brands start to fill up their holiday campaigns like now, July, August, maybe September, but typically by October, November, they've got their holiday campaigns filled, their budgets locked up. So you want to get into their inboxes now while they are planning for those campaigns. And also, like I said, while competition is maybe off at, Disney World or the beach or whatever that might be. So I've done several episodes on brand deals and how to make the best use of those relationships. I especially love this interview that I did with my friend Nina Zeta. She is a pro in all things influencer marketing. So I'll link that for you. But long story short, use this slow time to create a media kit. Create a media kit, which is basically like your creator resume. Then create a list of dream brands that you'd like to work with this year, particularly if they have any type of holiday spin. If there is a brand or product that would be a good holiday gift, or maybe you do cooking content and you want to do holiday treats and baking. Assemble that media kit, look for those contacts, and start pitching now. And before we get too far into today's episode, I want to say a big thank you to our sponsor, Metriccool. You can always use my code Latasha at the link down in the show notes to try Metriccool Premium for free for 30 days. But did you know that they've also got an amazing free forever plan? Metriccool is the digital Swiss Army knife for social media managers. And if you've been looking for an all-in-one social media management tool, Metriccool is your answer. It's free today, tomorrow, and for life. Their free plan allows you to connect one brand across many different social networks. With their free plan, you get access to in-depth analytics to make more strategic decisions. You can plan and auto-schedule up to 50 pieces of content per month to save time. You can promote your posts in seconds by creating and managing ads directly through the platform. You can view best times to see when your followers are more active and know when to post. You can review and reply to all important social media messages with Metriccool's inbox feature. You can analyze up to 5 competitor profiles to spy on the brands you like, and so much more. It truly is a tool that you're going to want to add to your social media toolkit. So again, be sure to try them out. They have a free plan, free forever, but you can also try out their premium plans free for 30 days using my code Latasha down at the link in the show notes. Thanks to Metriccool for partnering with me. Another thing I like to use the summer months for is upskilling or reskilling or just learning new skills. I think this is a great time, the midway point of the year, right, to kind of take an inventory of all that you have accomplished so far over the year, what you still want to accomplish for the rest of the year, and see if there are any gaps or if there have been any changes in your industry that you need to upskill or reskill. So for me personally, I just got back from the Build Expo in New York City, which is a camera, basically gear, equipment, content creation conference. There were some of the best photographers in the world giving talks, attending, videographers, content creators, storytellers, right? And I walked away feeling really inspired to get better at photography. I went to school for video, and so I know video cameras pretty well. I can navigate them. I'm certainly not like the most amazing cinematographer in the world, but I think I do all right. I have all of these amazing cameras, DSLRs, mirrorless cameras, and I really don't know how to take a good photo all that well. And I was just thinking, like, especially since I have a studio in my hometown, Ann Arbor, Michigan, and people can come in and shoot video content with me, podcast with me. I'm like, wouldn't it be amazing if I could also offer high quality photos that were better than just, my iPhone photos or just using my camera in automatic mode. So this summer I am committing to learning just some basic photography skills that I didn't learn in school that I can maybe use to grow my business, or even just to have as a skill that will help me personally, if nothing else, right? To take self-portraits better for my YouTube thumbnails or just for friends and family and things like that. So take an assessment of your current skills, look at where your industry is headed, look at what is inspiring you, maybe something that you've always wanted to do, and take action that way. And also, I want to make a little shameless plug here and let you know that I have a library of courses for online entrepreneurs. If you want to start a YouTube channel, you should check out the Video Lab. It's my step-by-step guide to doing just that. If you are a social media manager who wants to grow your business, or somebody who's just exploring the field of social media management, be sure to check out the Social Media Management Accelerator. This is my most in-depth course, particularly for those who want to learn how to do social media and sell it as a service. I've also got the Online Business Launch Lab if you're somebody who wants to create courses or coaching programs and really learn how to launch and scale those. So be sure to check out my courses. I'll leave a link down below, and I'm also giving a 25% off coupon code for anyone listening who wants to take advantage of these summer months. You can use the code SUMMER25 to get 25% off any of my courses at the link down below. Limited time only. Tip number 3 is something that I am actually doing right now. I am actually recording in a different studio, not in my home studio or my downtown Ann Arbor studio, but I am here in Tampa this week. I'm spending some extended time in my kind of home away from home. And so I found a really cute studio. It's called Oxford Exchange, if anyone is in the Tampa area. And I booked some time here to sit down and batch out the rest of my podcasts for at least hopefully like the next month or so. So batching content is something I love to do in the summer for a couple of reasons. Number one, I feel like my energy is just better in the summer. I feel like the sun comes out and I'm just in a more positive mindset. I'm usually maybe a little bit more social and less hermit-like, which can kind of put me into a funk. And so I typically, sound and look pretty good on camera in the summertime. I also feel healthier. I'm more active, so I feel like I look better on camera, right? But the other reason I love it is if you were recording in your home, like most of us probably are, and we're using natural light, well, you just extended your, number of available hours to record content. In Michigan, in my home, right, it gets dark at like 5 or 6 p.m. in the wintertime. Summertime, I've gotten to like 9:30 realistically before the sun fully goes down. So you can get a lot of content filmed, a lot of work done throughout that extended period of time. Now, like I said, today I'm recording in an offsite studio. And I think this is actually a really great option if you are somebody who is like, Latasha, I can't batch. It stresses me out. I can't find the time. I can't find the motivation. Make it fun. Make it a treat to yourself. Like I got to drive downtown today, explore a new space. They've got a coffee shop. They've got a restaurant. They've got a bookstore here. So I can kind of like explore and hang out a little bit. I put on a cute, outfit. You just kind of treat yourself and make it a date with yourself as opposed to, oh my gosh, got to go shove myself into my closet or my spare bedroom and I have to do this. Make it something that you get to do. And I know it might not be realistic for everybody to invest in renting out a studio for the day. hiring somebody like me and my studio to help you, that might not be in the budget, but do your own version of it, right? Like, go get your nails done, go get a blowout, do your own nails, do your own blowout at home. Like, do something that just makes you feel like it's a treat. Talk to your partner or your roommate, make sure that they are watching the kids or the dog or whatever you got to do to truly just make this one day, hopefully out of the entire month, all about you and making you look and sound your best. And yeah, I mean, I'm sitting down and hopefully, assuming I can stay on schedule and assuming, my SD cards don't run out of space, I will be able to record, like I said, like a month's worth of podcasts. So I'm not going to have to think about recording again until August, realistically. So that's pretty awesome. And then another thing in terms of content that you can do is repurpose your content. This is something I always forget to do. And I think slow times are great to look back at the archives. I've got over 800 YouTube videos on my channel, which is just wild. It's just absolutely wild to think about. There really is no reason that I am not posting like a daily TikTok, a daily Instagram reel, a daily YouTube short, if that's really what I wanted to do. And so these slow times always remind me to just go through, look at my most popular videos, the videos that have performed the best, and just cut snippets out of them. Cut snippets out of them to use on those short form platforms. Use the transcript to create newsletters, blog posts, social media captions. Like, there are so many ways that you can use repurposed video content, especially if you are creating long form video content like me. I know not everybody has a YouTube channel, so maybe that's not your reality, but maybe you've done webinars over the year. Maybe you have been interviewed for podcasts this year. Maybe you have written blog posts, newsletters. There's so many different ways that you can remix the content that you have already created and turn it into something new. And then use a social media scheduler like our sponsor, Metriccool, and just batch those out. Or you can even use my favorite feature, which is called auto lists. And you can just start uploading evergreen content into these lists so that they'll go out on autopilot automatically for you and enable you to, not really have to think about, I got to post a short today. It'll just automatically go out for you. Okay, my last summer checklist item that I'm thinking about, and maybe you should as well, is going on a podcast tour or just a guesting tour, a guest expert tour, whatever it is that you would like to call it. I don't often have time, right? When I'm booked and busy and working with clients all day long, I don't necessarily have the most time to do those kind of extra things like be a guest on podcasts, like teach in friends or other experts mastermind groups, or, go teach a local lecture at my local co-working space or community event space or whatever. Those are things that I don't have time to do when I'm booked and busy. However, when I'm slow, that is the time when I have time for it. I have energy for it. And also, these are the types of activities that usually kind of come back to you, right? They typically are not going to result in immediate leads. You're usually not on a podcast and the next day you get a phone call, hey, I'm ready to hire you, right? But they are the types of activities that can generate leads for you over time. So in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, I'm going to be super glad that I did that podcast or did that event or did that speaking gig. So it's an investment, right? It's about investing your time while you have it, and then hopefully it will come back to you when you need it. Outreach for podcasts. I feel very strongly about this, actually, as somebody who has had a podcast since 2018 and gets guest pitches almost daily. Most of them are very bad. I'm just going to be very honest with you. It's very obvious that most of them have never listened to my show. They just scroll the business category on the podcasting platforms, or they type in freelance and they see me and they either AI generate a description of my podcast by, pasting it in, or they just kind of skim a couple of episodes and say, hey, this is who I am. Can I be on your show? Okay. If you find a podcast or a YouTube channel or a mastermind that you want to be on, make sure that you are actually a fan of that content. Listen to a few episodes, truly listen to a few episodes. Follow them on social media, right? Make an introduction to them, start to be a friend and a fan on social media before you go in for a cold pitch. It's like I always say, it's like, kissing on the first date or asking for a marriage proposal, on the first date. You don't want to do that. You want to crawl before you walk and actually start to build a relationship before you go in asking what's in it for me. And then you want to tell them what's in it for them. Don't just say, "Hey, I love your podcast. I would love to be on it." Say, "Oh my gosh, I noticed that your guests are entrepreneurs. I know that right now it's a struggle to sell. I am an expert in selling, and I would love to gift your audience with my free ebook, as well as some great tips on how to sell their stuff." Okay. Wordsmith that a little bit. That was just off the top of my head. But you want to give. Tell them what their audience is going to get out of it. And then also tell the host what they're going to get out of it. So let them know, hey, I have an email list of 30,000 people, or maybe it's only 2,500 people, whatever that is. I'd be happy to send the episode out to that email list once it's ready. Or I would be happy to post this on my social media channels, which have a collective following of 10,000 or whatever that might be. That is how you solidly pitch and make a real introduction that's based on relationship building and not just based off of like AI, SEO, transactional stuff. Okay, so those are the things that I am going to be focusing on over the next few months to continue to grow my business, even when things are a little bit slower, maybe on the client side. And I hope that they gave you some ideas of things that you can start working on as well. Please let me know down in the comments if you have anything else that you recommend, or if you have questions about any of the things that I mentioned. And be sure to like and subscribe to the podcast. You can rate it on Apple, on Spotify, leave a comment on YouTube. And I appreciate you being here. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.